Hi friends, welcome to my channel, and this is part 7th video in mastering Hyper-V on Windows Server. And in this video we are going to see checkpoints basically. So what are the Hyper-V checkpoints, how you create a checkpoints, how you manage the checkpoint, how basically you delete the snapshots and all those things. So checkpoint is something same as a snapshot, which we refer as a snapshot in a VMware infrastructure. So it's going to be a state of the virtual machine when you are going to take the snapshot or checkpoint. So let's say you have a multiple snapshot or checkpoints of the virtual machines, and you want to manage it, how you can manage and how you can take the snapshot and all those things. Also we are going to see what are the files going to be created within a virtual machine while taking this checkpoints on the VM side. And also we are going to verify what are the configuration changes is going to be done in VMs post and pre checkpoints. So the very first and basic question, why you need a checkpoint for VMs. So let's say you are performing any critical activity which you are suspecting it can go something can go wrong post the activity. Let's say you are upgrading the SQL server, or you are upgrading any application, you are running some database or critical application on that server, and you have done the upgrade. Post upgrade, let's say you are facing some production issues, and so you can refer to the older checkpoint which you have taken before the upgrade, and you can quickly go there and restore your machine on the running condition. So we'll see how it's work. So in the lab environment, I'm using the same environment which you you have seen in last video. Two domain controllers, two Hyper-V server, and on top of that two Hyper-V server we got two VMs. So these are the two domain controllers which I have, and this is my Hyper-V server, Hyper-V 1. So if I go and open Hyper-V manager, this is the virtual machine which we created in last video, VM01. So if you see here, go to setting. Let's say you will see here we got a 4 CPUs and 8 gig of memory, and this is the hard drive location. So if I go here on this location, okay, so let's verify what we have there first. So under the virtual machine we got one virtual machine file which is associated with this virtual machine, and under this we got some one folder. And here if you go to hard drive, you will see one single hard drive which is mapped here. Now if I go and take the snapshot, let me do some changes. I'm making the configuration change here, reducing the CPU from 4 to 2, and click OK. And now I'm going to take a snapshot or a checkpoint, you can refer. So this is my checkpoint I just created. Now if I go, you can rename it also. So there, when you click on the checkpoint which you have created, you got a multiple option. So I'm going to rename it, let's say VM with 2 cores. Okay, so at this state we got a VM with 2 cores. Now if I go here, you will see this this snapshot has created one avhdx file. So this file is now associated with your current state of virtual machine. So if I go here now and see the hard drive, you can see the drive's location is changed, because now this with this snapshot we are running here in this state. With this snapshot, this is the differential disk, or you can say the child disk, which is mapped with the parent disk. So parent disk is still going to be this, but this is our child disk for this particular snapshot. Now if I go ahead and basically change the setting to 4 core, okay, and let's update to 16,000 MB memory. Now if I take again a checkpoint, now you will see we are at this location. So if I rename this, So VM with 4 cores and 16,000 MB memory. So now we got another VHDX file created with the snapshot 2, and this is then if you see the timings, this is a disk basically which should be mounted there. So if I go here, you will see here DC0 is mapped here, which is our second disk, VHDX file. And if I go to virtual machines, you will see here there is no changes in the configuration file. However, you will see one folder called snapshot. So in the snapshot, it has taken the snapshot for configuration files backup here. You will see here. So these are the three files basically for each snapshot we have. So now let's go and do one thing. I'll go ahead and restore my virtual machine to this state. Okay, so if you see current state, this is the configuration, but we want to restore with 2 cores. So if I go here and click on apply, so it's asking are you sure you want to apply this selected checkpoint. If you want, you can still go ahead and create a checkpoint for the current state. However, we have already created one checkpoint, so we don't want. And also this is very important, so this virtual machine current state will be lost if you have made any changes post the thing, and if you don't want to create a snapshot, then the data is going to be lost. So I'm fine with that. So click apply. Now you see here quickly applying changes. Now if you see the current state, we have moved here, and now if I go, you will see the disk file is changed. Before it was DC05 and DC05, and now you'll see this is changed. And if you go here, you will see 4B2 is now mapped, and 4B2 is the file which is just created after snapshot revert. So this is how, so every snapshot revert or every snapshot creation creates one AVHDX file basically. So this is good. Now if I go here and show you again under the snapshot, you will see still you have two snapshots. Okay, because we have a two snapshots only for this virtual machine, and there's no changes in the configuration. And now if I go here and verify the configuration, you will see the configuration is restored 2 core and this much memory. And same thing I'm going to do now. I'll apply this one, apply, and go here. Now you'll see apply is successful. Now if you go and check, the configuration is changed and file, new VHDX file is created. So you can verify that time also 3 AM. So every checkpoint apply and creation creates a this thing. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete the snapshot. So while you have two options to delete the snapshot. So if I go to setting, it's opening the same setting. So one thing, let's go and delete the checkpoint. So there are two options. So deletion of single snapshot and the tree checkpoint subtree. So if you go and do this thing, it will delete all the snapshot which is created under this particular snapshot. So let's do that. So checkpoint and its entire subtree, yes. So now you will see everything is deleted and disk has been also merged. So now you will see we got only one disk because the machine does not have any snapshot. And now if you go to snapshot, you will see there is no folder or configuration file created for any snapshot since we don't have any snapshot, and also the virtual machine folder is going to be as it is. So this is how snapshot works. So this is not only about the VM configuration. If you have any file or folder, you can create that checkpoint while doing any activity pre or post. So let's see how you can take the snapshot on the running state. So let's boot. Let's wait for machine to boot up, and I think it's coming soon. So hit Ctrl Alt Del, and then I'm going to log into this machine. So let's say now I'll go ahead and create one file, call it checkpoint, and I'll type something VM01 checkpoint, just to show you how the data gets saved here. So I got one file created on the desktop. Now if I go ahead and create a checkpoint, let's say, so you see here the checkpoint is getting created. Since this is now in running state, so it will take some time. So production checkpoint created. When you say production checkpoint, because this machine is running a state, that's why it says production checkpoint. Also this is one of the very important message. So this says the backup technology of the operating system, which is Windows, which is running here, is taken has been used to take this checkpoint. And also it says, if you go here under the checkpoint, you will see enable checkpoints. So checkpoint is basically enable, and production checkpoint. So create a standard checkpoint if the guest does not support a creation of production check. So these are the some options you can use it. So basically so basically these are the two options. So standard checkpoints, basically application aware or application consistent backup, and this is not supported if the guest is not supporting the application aware backup or application consistent backup. It's going to be, so depending on your requirement, you need to make sure this is correctly configured. So if you are running any applications which is for which virtual machine you require application consistent back snapshot, such as Active Directory, database, or any other application, you need to make sure you carefully choose the right options while creating the snapshot. So this is one thing. And now let's say I go ahead and delete this file. Okay, so now what I'm going to take one more back checkpoint after deleting that file. So you'll see here again the checkpoint is created. So this is called with text file, I would say, and this is going to be a without text file. So without text file. So now at the current state we have deleted the text file, and let's say we want to recover that file. So we can go ahead and apply this checkpoint and click on apply. So the machine is going in save state, you will see here, and post the save state it will apply the changes. So now machine is in off state, and this has been machine has been basically restored to this location, first checkpoint. So now if I go ahead and start this machine, you will see we will have a file created on the desktop. So let's wait for machine to boot up. So now I'm going to log into this machine, and this is due to snapshot restore. So we can click on cancel, or you can put the name, and now you can see we got our checkpoint file which we have created before the snapshot. So this is how file is restored. So this is how you can play around with the checkpoint. And I always recommend to create a snapshot whenever snapshot or checkpoint whenever you are doing any critical activity on the productions machine, and be very careful while you are deleting the snapshot or the checkpoint on the productions machine. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe me for more videos. And if you have any query, any question related to this, you can always post me on my give it mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.